Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at what's going on in the months of November, December, and January. We're going to look at each month separately and pull clarifying cards for them. But we're going to look at thoughts, feelings, and recommended actions to take. And the reason I'm doing 3 months is because I am going to take a little bit of a break from this channel. I have been on this channel for 6 full years now. I need a break. When I come back in January, it will be a little bit different. So be sure to hit the subscribe and the notification bell. That way when I come back, you'll be notified. And if you want to stay connected, I'm going to continue to do my daily astrology with the tarot cards over on Facebook, and the link for that is in the description box below. I haven't mentioned this, but I'm still going to do personal readings too. So if that's something that you want. Wow, you have a lot going on in December. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm going to kind of need a little break. I'm going to go home for the holidays, and work is really busy this time of year, and I can't keep everything up. So here we go. Ooh. You have a lot of cards coming out. So let's get into what's going on, Cancer, because there's a lot happening here. Wow. All right. Let's take a look at November. So in November, on your mind, you have the King of Wands kind of energy. Here it's the wise one of fire. The wisdom and the knowledge that you've gained. So something around actions and creativity. It feels like creativity. You're thinking about things that you've created in the past or about to create, but there's a lot of wisdom that is coming through with that, because when we get to the king, that is, or this, in this case they call it the wise one, that's a lot of knowledge and wisdom that is coming through. Okay. All right, so look, you have the energy, the stuck energy here, and he's up to his hubs there in the mud, but there's a rainbow coming, right? So that is, he's sitting there and he's assessing the situation, much like you would do with your wisdom. And you have the card of decrease, but it is in the reverse, which means that things are slowly on the increase. It's not there's an increase card, and the increase card is like a lot coming. This is a turning of the energy. This is the wheels shifting, and so there's wisdom, right? This being able to look at the situation and assess what is the best step to take. And so where things have been feeling stuck in November, the creative energy of fire, and the knowledge and the wisdom that you apply to it, assessing a situation and seeing like the sun coming up on a situation to figure it out. That energy is there. So in the energy of the heart space, you have the ace of fire, the ace of wands, and you have the knight of swords. So air feeds fire. It's Knight of Air. It's called the Maiden of Air. What's this breathing life into an idea? It's done through the heart space. And so it's almost like fanning the flames of something that you're very passionate about, something you're very interested in. It's sort of like when you strike the match, that would be your ace of wands, and then you stick it into the fire, right? Into you've got the kindling and the newspaper or whatever you're using, right? And you built the little stack of wood on top of it, but you need to have a flow of air in there, and so sometimes you get down there and you breathe into it. And so this is breathing into it. So literally breathing into it. I feel like walking will help you to generate energy, thoughts, inspiration, and also doing a breathing meditation. That is a very active meditation where you're literally focusing on the breath in and the breath out. And just when you focus on that, it clears your mind and other things will come through. And so there is this very creative energy that is happening for you. The action to take is basically the hermit, but it's called the path. And I think it's through meditation and through breathing life into an idea. And also, like the hermit, generally he's carrying like a little candle in a lantern. Sometimes they say it's a star. It doesn't matter. It is looking at the light, right? So there's a lot of looking at the light and stepping into the unknown, right? He is following the path into the unknown. It's sort of like you have this inspiration of an idea, like things are moving again. There's a little nugget of information, and there's breathing life into it by taking a step out onto the path and watching it light up before you. This feels like it's going to require courage and persistence. Courage and persistence feels like a big energy that's coming through with this. In the heart space, look at this. You've got the energy of love and a breakthrough. This is breathing life into a situation, whether this is a romantic love or a passion project or a healing in the heart space. So love says, I am wonderfully loved. I receive and give love today and always. This could be self-love, although it definitely depicts two individuals, right? And then there's the breakthrough. This really looks like this right there, doesn't it? It looks like the portal. Looks like you're moving through a portal. The breakthrough says, I soar into limitless love, light, and joy. November could see some kind of a situation that has to do with love or passion that is being ignited, that has been on in some stuck energy that is now springing into a new energy, a new life energy force coming through on that. Let's take a look at that hermit energy, because that hermit is moving toward the light. You know, he's not going into the darkness. See? He's following the light. It's your inner knowing and your inner wisdom. So the hermit is like Virgo energy. And Virgo rules the 6th house. And the 6th house is how we take care of our physical body. And so there's something about using your body's intuition to know which step to take forward that's coming through with that. So here we have the moon, that's darkness, and here we have fire, ignition. Oh my God, like look at all this moonlight here and all this fire here, right? And this king, or the wise one of fire. This is ignition, and this is darkness. I think where there has been confusion, inactivity, a coldness in your life, something that's been stuck, there is about to be a kind of like when you turn on the ignition and the combustion engine and the car gets it going. It feels like that. But the moon is definitely about going within to find the light inside of you, the light of inspiration, the light that sparks you up. And so I think that in November, Cancer, in November, you may find yourself wanting to go within and spend time alone, and meditate and breathe and to discern and decide what it is that excites you, what creates passion in your life, what fires you up. Because then I think it starts to really percolate when we get to December. So in December, you have on your mind this Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this looks like you're trying to create safe, healthy boundaries around you. Saturn on November 4th, station direct in Pisces, that energy flows toward you, right? So that supports you. And Saturn is about safe, healthy boundaries around a dream. And I almost feel as though that's what this is. You have like this dream, the spark of an idea here, and there's a need to create this energy around it that allows you to feel safe and protected. All right, so, wow. Can't make things up. It isn't as much fun. You have the card of protection that comes out with this. This is about understanding that you need to protect your space and yourself. And so you're thinking about, how do I protect what I've already gained? And then we have the card of intuition. So this is about intuitively moving right through the darkness, like intuitively knowing what is the next thing you need to do, intuitively knowing that safety, right? And so that's that Saturn, that protection in Pisces, that intuitive energy. And so really leaning into how you can utilize that. And if you are a Cancer rising, that is actually your 9th house of connection to spirit, long distance travel, research, energy, knowledge, wisdom coming in. It is kind of the hermit energy. So that's pretty cool there, that felt like that. I love it. So I think this is about intuitively knowing when to protect yourself and trusting that. And even though when you look out there at a situation, you may not actually see the dangers. It may not be really obvious to the eye, but the heart knows. And so it's trusting that. It's really trusting that. And then you have the card of the Lovers in the heart space. So the Lovers, it's a pair of geese in here. And so this is about collaboration with someone else and moving in a direction with someone else. Usually with the Lover's card, it always feels like this energy of choice and decision making, but this looks like that choice and decision making is made with someone else. Sometimes I feel like it's a choice or decision we make that affects others around us, but that is not how this feels. This feels like moving in unison with someone. So it's in your heart space, and that unison that you're moving with someone else with, that could be with your higher self, okay? So it could be moving with that, or it could be feeling like there is a situation, either a business partnership or a romantic partnership where you have common shared goals and you feel like, yes, no, we can really move in this direction together. And you have the card of transformation. And it is pink and it is red. So pink is the healing in the heart space. That is romantic love. It is also self-love. But this red, this safety and security dotted with this yellow polka dots of the solar plexus. So this is feeling safe and secure and allowed to be uniquely who you are. And so there's something in December that is transforming in your heart space. It is allowing you to feel safe and secure, and to really acknowledge who you are as an individual, but also I think it could be romance. All right. This feels like a story coming through in the action to take. So first we have this Four of Cups. And it feels like protecting your emotional energy, right? That rat's laying on top of all 4 cups. He's moving through the energies. There's an awareness of all of them, but it's also he's sitting on top of them in a very kind of protective mode. And then it goes to the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles here looks like a little staircase moving up, right? But it is about assessing the situation each way along the way. The same as that rat is moving across those cups. that rat, as it moves across the cups, has to be careful about which direction it goes in. What's interesting is that he's looking to the past and the stairway moves toward the future. And it may be that you feel like you are protecting yourself from a situation in the past where you felt like, "Ooh, you dirty rat," kind of thing, where like somebody did you dirty. But here's an opportunity if you take it slowly, step by step by step by step, right? You can climb a little bit higher on a situation, and then we get to this, the star. So you're moving toward this dream, this goal, whether this is a relationship or a passion project, or information or healing. So it could have been in the past that something happened and it was unhealthy, right? The rat carries diseases. But by being stepwise in how you are taking care of yourself, because Pentacles is very, very much the physical manifestation of something. And so it is assessing the growth, but it is also the way this one is set up. It's very organized, right? The lines go this way and then this way. So everything feels very organized, very orderly. And if you take the steps, take something step by step, whether it's learning to do something, creating something, or a new relationship, not rushing, you allow for healing and hope to come in. And then it finishes up with this Two of Wands, which is interesting because we have the Ace of Wands over here, right? But these Two of Wands, they aren't pointed in different directions. They're pointed together, much like working in unison. And it's almost like your passion and something else's passion, they're leaning together almost as though it's like, if you light a candle and then you pass the light to the next one, it lights that candle. Feels like that. So it feels like an idea that you have could be inspiring others. In a relationship, both have chosen to work together to create a bigger flame. It doesn't feel like choosing one or the other the way this is set up. It feels very much like working together. There's a togetherness in this energy. Let's see what we get for overall guidance on that. But your intuition, I feel like you're very protected. I think that also you're thinking about how do you protect yourself. So if you're signing a contract, make sure you're reading the details. Mercury is in retrograde during December. Doesn't station direct until like the 30th or the 31st or something like that. Doesn't clear its shadow until the middle of January. And so there's a need to pay attention to all the details for that too, right? So make sure you're paying attention to the details. Look, you have healing the past. That's the star, right? So whether this is physical healing or emotional healing, there's an opportunity. I step into the future with strength and clarity, right? The star card can be clarity, and here's the stepping to create the strength. And I think that things really come together for you in some way. And so really, we can forgive people and never tell them. Doesn't matter. Once we cut that cord and we no longer drag around the burden of the anger and the resentment, our healing happens. But the thing is, it's actually happening for them too. Whether or not you care about that, it is, because the cord's been cut, right? So, so whether you're healing from an emotional situation or a financial situation or a health situation, healing the past, there's this recognition of I'm taking active steps forward to move toward healing and wholeness and in some way. And for some of you, it is in the realm of love. Definitely. Showing up there. It's like releasing and letting go of anger and resentment within an existing relationship, or releasing and letting go of anger and resentment from a past relationship that allows you either to move forward in some way, maybe into a whole new relationship, but without that emotional baggage, without all of that. And then we get into January. And in January, we have the Nine of Wands. And again, this is definitely a card of protection that's going on here. But this is interesting because the way this is set up, it's like the Magician card in like in the Rider-Waite, you know, where it has it has the pentacles, it has the wand, it has a chalice, and it has a sword, a dagger here on the table. So you have everything you need. And then she's sitting here protected in the protected fiery energy. And so even though I just feel like you're very protected, you have everything you need, and you have this barrier of light. I feel like you're guarding your thoughts, for one thing. It feels very much like you're assessing a situation. Before I say anything else, I want to get the clarifier on that. I don't know if you're putting a barrier between you and everything that is there available to you. Oh, no, it's just you connecting in with your higher self. Connecting with your higher self. This is not a situation where you need to think your way through it. This is a situation where the more that you spend time in meditation, in breathing, in journaling, in connecting in with your higher self, the stronger that connection is, you will intuitively move in the direction you need to move in, right? You're a water sign. And using your intuition is your superpower. So let's look at in the heart space, because here we have water. We have the this is wands, 6 of wands. So this is, okay, so we have all these little salamanders, which is always about protection around the fire energy. And you are ascending, you are climbing to the top, and you are protected on the way. There's so much here about protection, right? Protection here, protection here, protection here. We have the Two of Swords, but this Two of Swords is super fascinating to me. I love this Two of Swords. So she is sitting there, not blindfolded, not at all. She's grounded. She's connected to all the elements. She's got water behind her, the mountains, the clouds, the grass that she's sitting on, right? The only element that's missing here is fire, actually. But you have fire here in the 6 of Wands. Feels like she's moving toward, like it's been a long haul, right? It's taken her all day. The sun is starting to go down. It's taken her a long haul to get there. Or, remember all this darkness here? It might have been a long haul through the dark to reach the pinnacle to watch the sun rise on a new day. It feels a lot more like that, actually. Feels a lot more like that, especially when we look at back in November when you had this moon and fire. And the only thing that really drives you forward is the inspiration that you feel inside, the drive that you have inside to push forward, to push through, to follow the light within, and to be able to be at the top when the sun comes up. And you will be at the top. So this Two of Swords here, this is using meditation to stay balanced, but it's also about tapping into your intuition. You have guidance on both. She's got her hands open to receive guidance, and there's guidance coming in on both sides. And the little fairies are like playing, and they're joyful. This is connecting in with your higher self through meditation. But you connect in. So this is about not overthinking. This is about getting into your intuition. This is about getting into your connection with your higher self. This is about understanding, and this is higher power, which is your higher self, but this is also about understanding that you have the ability, you have everything you need right there to manifest, to create whatever it is that you desire. It's your higher power. Tap into it. And then we have the success here of the 10 of Cups, which is a marriage card, literally. And so in the heart space, there is some kind of a lot of work that took you through something to feel emotionally satisfied. Now, some of you, are you getting married? Possibly. And if you are Cancer rising, Capricorn is your 7th house, a partnership. For some of you, it is the marriage of creating a business partnership with somebody. For some of you, it is just emotionally satisfying to have moved out of the dark into the light. That's something that you've worked really hard at. There seems to be the pinnacle within reach. And there's a lot of satisfaction that's coming through from this transformation. So you had the Ace of Wands, and now we have the Ace of Swords. Clarity. A lot of clarity. A lot of clarity and understanding. And also with this Ace of Swords, it's a dagger. And see all that blue? This is your personal truth. This is you. This is clarity for what is true for you. It doesn't have to be true for anybody else. Who cares? It's your truth. That's what matters. And it also feels like you might be able to speak it because of that throat chakra energy right there. Then we have the 7 of Wands. And this is somebody in a corporate situation who is defending or explaining the graph there, but there's been a big downturn in the graph. Like the graph goes, so this is about feeling like you need to defend yourself in some way. I want to invite you to not care so much about what other people think about you or the choices you make. But I do think you need to defend them to yourself. Are you clear on why you did what you did? Are you comfortable with it? Right? So often in life, I have had to make choices and decisions that other people have thought, ooh, that's going to create a lot of drama in your life. But I haven't been able to not do them, make these choices and decisions because they were true for me. And did I have to stand there, 7 of Wands, in the fire, like there's fire all around her feet? Did I feel like my feet were in the fire? Yeah. But I slept just fine. It was true for me. And my truth doesn't have to be anybody else's truth. They're all invited to have their own truth. That's my truth, right? I just realized I didn't pull the cards for this. So we'll come back and do that. I want to finish the story that I'm seeing evolving here. So here we have the clarity coming in. It feels like you're making a decision based on information. The graphs and the charts, it feels like data, right? And there's a need for you to sort out what is true for you and how are you going to use that energy in a way that makes sense to you. And then we have the Fool card. This is you stepping out onto the path. Going, you know what? This is what I really want. What I want, what I really, really want. Right? And I'm not taking all that crap with me. I'm certainly not taking your crap with me. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. This is me creating for myself what it is I want out of life. And so, planting those seeds with this Knight of Pentacles. This is intention, planting with intention, understanding that it takes time to grow something new, to create something that's going to be nurtured and have to be cared for along the way. But the potential is amazing because here we have this harvesting energy that they're showing. Usually it's spring energy, but they're not here. It's a harvesting energy of the 4 of Wands. And so the planting of the seeds to the harvest, the 4 of Wands, the stability about something that you're passionate about, whether it's a relationship or a career opportunity or an entrepreneurial opportunity, whatever it is. It's something that clearly the spark of passion is lit for you all the way back here in November. And you're being asked to trust and feel protected and do the healing process of releasing self-doubt or anger and resentment or whatever, and keep moving forward, connecting in with your higher self and doing what is completely and emotionally satisfying for you. And it doesn't matter if other people are on board with it. It doesn't matter what other people think. Not really. Not whatever this is. Now, if you have a significant other, like you're married, you can't just make the decision to uproot everything without having the conversation, which is definitely showing up here, this heart-to-heart connection conversation that allows for this breakthrough, that allows for the transformation, that allows for the couple having this emotional satisfaction. So yes, that person matters. Your friends, your family, none of their business. In the heart space, we have manifesting and doing. You have everything you need. Manifesting and doing. Oh my God, what's your honest truth? What's your honest truth? Look at that beautiful blue of the throat chakra, that ace of swords coming through. What is your honest truth? And manifesting created, and it says get back to the elemental. That means get back to the basics. Get back to the building blocks, the Fool card. Because I feel like this is more for the whole thing. In your heart space, what do you want? What are the building blocks? What is it that you're seeking? And so over the course of the next 3 months, you are divinely guided, you are safe, and you are protected. And there's a big transformation occurring through the heart space that is very creative power. Whether it is in a new project, or a new relationship, or reigniting in an old relationship. I don't like to use the old, but an existing relationship that needed a little bit of, they're showing me jumper cables and a battery. Need a little bit of a jump start, right? Because maybe the energy was a little stuck. But it's on the increase in November. And I think that as you move through, you see how much is really moving forward. Oh my God, you got the firefly. And the flying fish. The firefly says, shine bright. Look, I don't know, I can't recall who all got them, but the fox were showing up an awful lot during the last group of readings I did. That is the energy of the kitsune. That is the safety and the protection you will know. And there's this path here. You will know which direction to go. But look, she is sitting in the dark. She is meditating on the path. And the path is safe and guided and protected. There's a cleverness to it. There is a spiritual aspect to it. The kitsune will come and go through your life. And so it may be someone who just drops you the right perfect piece of advice at the right moment where you're like, yeah. It may be a conversation you're having with a random stranger, or maybe you go in to get financial advice from somebody, or whatever it is. But the right person at the right time will give you the right piece of information. That is spirit bringing that in. Be open to receiving it. So it says, I shine bright and I light up the night. Right? Fire and moon. I shine bright and I light up the night. This next 3 months, trust yourself. Okay. So do not be fooled by appearances. Look within for the true guiding light. Your inner light is strong enough to shine brighter during the darker times of life. You have enough light within you to find your way and help others see the light too. It is time to affirm your beautiful inner nature. Recognize the qualities that make you an excellent human being. Fireflies are summertime creatures and bring the message that the winter of the soul is ending and a brighter, happier future awaits. For those of you who have been feeling like the energy is stuck, it is getting unstuck. Whatever was stuck is becoming unstuck. We have the flying fish, leap of faith. This is the Fool card, right? Leap of faith, the flying fish, exploration and let go. I take my leap of faith with freedom and grace. Trust that you will know the right moment to take your leap of faith. When your intuition guides you to take a step, do so without hesitation or doubt. No obstacle will be able to stop your progress. You have what it takes to successfully overcome. Told you have everything that you need. It's right there. You have everything that you need. And you're going to know. Trust your inner knowing. And remember, you are safe and protected as you make your way up through the darkness to the sunlight rising, right? All that you are protected. Every step along the way as you're intuitively moving through whatever this is, whether it's whatever you're seeking guidance or information on, whatever it is, there's light and truth coming. No obstacle will be able to stop your progress. You have what it takes to successfully overcome any challenge or distraction and fulfill your life purpose. Open yourself to new adventure and explore new worlds. Your instincts will protect you from negative influences. Do not be reluctant to let go and take a leap of faith. Have confidence in yourself and in spirit. And here's spirit, and honestly, look how confident she looks, just striding forward, making the big change. Cancer, this is your year, 2023. It was setting you up. It was setting you on the path. 2024 is the number 8. That takes strength and endurance, but it's also a time of mastery. So take whatever you've learned this year, wherever you have grown, and get ready to apply it, to really apply it to what it is that you want in 2024. I'll be back to do a reading for you to cover 2024, and then I'll take my little break. So be looking for that. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up and supporting this channel. Be sure to check out what's going on over at Facebook and hit that thumbs up, the notification bell, so that you will be notified when I do upload the videos coming back, I believe in January. I think that's correct. Might be pushed a little into February. I really don't know at this point. So you guys take great care. We're all on this journey, right? I have a lot of Cancer placements, and this, I did a personal reading for myself, and so much of what showed up here showed up for me. So it's the energy for Cancer right now. So let's ride that wave. Let's go, right? Right. I'll see you guys again soon. Take good care.